Hello, and welcome to editing WordPress content on the Divi theme. Okay, so we are on the dashboard when you log into your site, and we're going to go to Pages, All Pages. And then I've set up an example here just using one of Divi's layouts. So we're just going to hit View so you can see what it looks like. This is just an example site with content, placeholder content inside it fit. I'm just looking up natural energy just to grab a little bit of content. And of course, it's taken me to vitamins, not to energy, but that's okay. So we want to change this content. Something's changed in our situation, and we want to change a little bit, update it, refresh it. So it's a pretty simple process with Divi. You're going to enable the visual builder. You click it there. Okay, and this is the front end builder of Divi. So you can actually, oh, my computer's not happy. You can actually click right into this and edit. I don't like to do that. I find that can lead to more errors. So I actually go into the actual text module itself. And I'm just going to do that again so that you can, let me move my head, so that you can see it. I'm just going to close out of that. So you'll see this, the blue is the full section module. So that's that full section. The green is a row. So that affects this particular row of content. And then within that row, we have a text module and we have a button module. And so we're going to click into the text going onto that little setting icon there, that little gear icon. And that's going to pop it up. And you can edit in two different ways. You'll see two different views here. This is the side view. I like it because I can see the changes as they're live. You can also extend it. So it gives you a little bit more room to edit if you're typing content, doing that kind of thing. The reason I like this is because as I put information in, I'm going to see what it does to my page right away. Now, one of the things that is great about Divi is you can actually see what it's going to look like on different devices at the same time. So you've got you hit that little purple button and you've got the desktop view, which you're seeing here. Now, my screen is very large, so it's not going to be the average. But this space is about what you would see on a desktop, so that works. You've got a tablet view and you have the mobile view. So the way things lay out is going to look a little different in each of those views, and you can adjust accordingly. But for just basic content, we're going to go back to the desktop so that you can see how that changes. So we've changed that text. We're going to hit OK. Now that text is updated, but it isn't live. You have to actually, let's move my head again. You have to actually save for it to be live on your website if this page is live. Now, before we go look at that, we're actually going to open this button so that you can see how to change the information there if you want it to go in a different location. So this button, the Learn More, you can change that to anything you want. And you'll be able to see how the button is going to fit right there. And again, you can see what it looks like on tablet and what it's going to look like on mobile. Because sometimes if it's a very long message, and I wouldn't advise that for a button, but if it is very long message, it can actually change to 2 lines that might not be the look that you want. Okay, and the link for that button is actually going to be right here. Generally speaking, if you're working on something and isn't live yet, you're going to have a hashtag button so that you can see where you want it to go. I am going to put a quick link in here of a site, not a particular site, just so you can see the example. So there is the link, and I want it to go into a new tab because I don't want people to lose where they were on my tab, because this link is going outside of my website. If it was going within, I might put it on the same tab. Okay, so I'm just going to hit save. I'm going to save here. Give it a second. And then I'm going to exit the Visual Builder. Now you can see the change is here. It still fits nicely. And I'm going to click on that button and it's going to pull up the other website. So in both cases, this works great. You've seen it as you've edited. And that same element applies all the way down. So each of these elements, I'm just going to open a couple so you can see some of the difference. Each of these elements are going to be controlled by those modules, right? So this is another module. You can see where the items come up. These are actually buttons. So you can click in and you can change it. And now part of the difference in the font here depends on the heading. So whether it's a heading 1, 2, 4, it's going to change the size of what you're doing. Paragraph to the default. And then you're going back to 2, which is where we were before. Okay. All of these elements react the same, right? That's a heading 2, but with some different settings. These are different modules for images. So you can change these to a multitude of different kinds and sizes of images. Just to give you an example, that one's quite a bit longer and it stretched out the page slightly. So the different sizes will affect that. I'm just going to pop that in so you can see this is a shorter one, and so that changed it as well. We're going to go back to the original. There you go. So each change is going to make an effect, and you can save the module without saving the page to make sure that it looks the way that you want it to look. But the minute you hit this, now you have saved, and it is the live element. If you have changed the criteria in that module, you'll have to go back and reset it in order to go back. There is a way to go back on the page, but I'm not going to show you that in this video. Just wanted to show you how you can update some basic content, keep your information fresh. Both your customer and the search engines are going to appreciate that. Have a great day.